Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to Smile Kids channel. Today we are going to discuss and explore squares. The topics we are going to cover in this video are: what is a square? What are square numbers? What are perfect squares? Properties of squares with examples, and apart from these all we have lots and lots of quizzes to solve. So without getting late, let's get started. What is a square? Square means doubling a number. For example, 8 square, 7 square, 4 square, 14 square, etc. The 2 on the top is known as squared. 8 square means 8 multiplied by 8, that is equal to 64. 7 square means 7 multiplied by 7, that is equal to 49. 4 square means 4 multiplied by 4, that is equal to 16. And 14 square means 14 multiplied by 14, that is equal to 196. What do we observe? We observe that when we multiply any number by itself, we get the square of that number. Representation: 8 square is also written as 8 raised to the power of 2. This symbol is known as caret. Example time. Find the square of 9. That will be equal to 9 multiplied by 9, which is nothing but 9 square. 9 multiplied by 9 is 81. So 81 is the square of 9. We have completed the first concept, that is, what is a square? Now let's move to the next concept. What are square numbers? Is 8 a square number? No, 8 is not a square number. Why it is not a square number? Because 2 square is 4 and 3 square is 9. 8 lies between 4 and 9. But there is no natural number between 2 and 3 to obtain 8 as the square number. So 8 is not a square number. We have also completed the second concept. Now let's move to the third concept. What are perfect squares? We already know that the numbers such as 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, etc. are square numbers. These square numbers are also called as perfect squares. A perfect square is a number which can be expressed as a product of two same numbers. For example, 49. It can be expressed as a product of two same numbers. 7 multiplied by 7, which is equal to 7 square. So, 49 is a perfect square. We have also completed the third concept. Now let's move to the fourth concept, that is properties of squares with examples. Property number 1. A number having 2, 3, 7 or 8 at units place can never be a perfect square. For example, numbers such as 12, 5577, 138, 743 are not perfect squares. Why are they not? Because these numbers are having either 2, 3, 7 or 8 in the units place, right? Now let's check which among the following numbers are not perfect squares. The property states that a number having 2, 3, 7 or 8 at units place can never be a perfect square. So, 657, 222 and 2,22,227 are not perfect squares. Now let's move to property number 2. If the number of zeros at the end is odd, then the number can never be a perfect square. Now let's see a few examples. 9,000, 76 lakh, 50 are not perfect squares. Why are they not? Because here at the end we are having 3 zeros. And for this number we are having 5 zeros. And for this number we are having 1 zero. 3, 5 and 1 are odd numbers. 3, 5 and 1 are odd numbers. And because they are odd numbers, the number 9,000, the number 76 lakh and the number 50 can never be a perfect square. Now let's check among these numbers which numbers are not perfect squares. The property states that if the number of zeros at the end is odd, then the number can never be a perfect square. So here in this number, we are having 5 zeros and here in this number we are having 1 zero. 5 and 1 are odd numbers. And the property says that if there are odd number of zeros, then the number can never be a perfect square. So 1 lakh and 22 lakh 22,270 are not perfect squares. Now let's go to property number 3. Squares of even numbers are always even and squares of odd numbers are always odd. Let's check it. 8 square, 7 square, 4 square, 14 square. Here 8 is a even number. Its square, which is 64, is also even. Here 7 is odd. And if you have observed, the square is also odd. Coming to 4 square, 4 is even, its square is also even. 14 square, 14 is even, its square is also even. Now let's take few more examples and prove them. The left side of the table shows odd numbers and the right side of the table shows even numbers. Here, left side, there are odd numbers, their squares are also odd. On the right side, we have even numbers and their squares are also even. So, we have proved it. Now let's move to property number 4. If a number has 1 or 9 in the units place, then its square ends in 1. Let's check how. 1 square is 1, 9 square is 81, 11 square is 121 and 19 square is 361. If you have observed the units place, it's 1. So the property 4 is proved. Now let's take few more examples and prove them. Here the table shows us that the numbers which are having 1 and 9 in the units place, their square is always ending with 1. So the property is proved. Property number 5. If a number has 2 or 8 in the units place, then its square ends in 4. Let's see few examples. 2 square, 8 square, 12 square, 18 square. 2 square is 4, 8 square is 64, 12 square is 144 and 18 square is 324. Here if you have observed, the units place is 4 in every square, right? Now let's see a quick question. If a number has dash or dash in the units place, then its square ends in 4. It's very simple. If a number has 2 or 8 in the units place, then its square ends in 4. Now let's move to property number 6. If a number has 3 or 7 in the units place, then its square ends in 9. Let's see. 3 square, 7 square, 13 square, 17 square. 3 square is 9, 7 square is 49, 13 square is 169 and 17 square is 289. If you observe the units place, it's 9. Correct? Now let's move to property number 7. If a number has 4 or 6 in the units place, then its square ends in 6. Let's see few examples. 4 square, 6 square, 14 square, 16 square. 4 square is 16, 6 square is 36, 14 square is 196 and 16 square is 256. Observe the units place, it's 6. Correct? Now let's have a quick question. If a number has 4 or 6 in the units place, then its square ends in. It's very simple. If a number has 4 or 6 in the units place, then its square ends in 6. Now let's move to the last property, property number 8. If a number has 5 in the units place, then its square ends in 5. Very simple property, right? Let's see few examples. 5 square, 15 square, 25 square, 35 square. 5 square is 25, 15 square is 225, 25 square is 625 and 35 square is 1225. Observe the units place. It is 5. Correct. We have successfully completed all the 4 concepts. Now it's time to have some quizzes. Before moving to the quiz, I would like to say that in the playlist section of our channel, you can find all the other class videos. Okay, so please go and check there. Now it's time to have some quizzes. Question number 1. A dash is the number which can be expressed as a product of two same numbers. Your time starts now. Your time is up. And the right answer is perfect square. A perfect square is a number which can be expressed as the product of two same numbers. Question number 2. What is the square of 90? Your time starts now. Your time is up. And the right answer is 8100. Square of 90 means 90 into 90. 9 nines is 81. Add the left out zeros. 8100. So, for calculating the squares very quickly in fraction of seconds, you can watch the next part of squares where I have shared a rapid trick with you all. Question number 3. Squares of even numbers are always dash and squares of odd numbers are always dash. Your time starts now. Your time is up. And the right answer is even and odd. Squares of even numbers are always even and squares of odd numbers are always odd. Question number 4. If a number has 4 or 6 in the units place, then its square ends in 6. True or false? Your time starts now. Your time is up. And the right answer is true. If a number has 4 or 6 in the units place, then its square ends in 6. This statement is true. Question number 5. 50 square is equal to x. Find x. Your time starts now. Your time is up. And the right answer is 2500. 50 square means 50 into 50. 5 into 5 is 25. Add the left out zeros at the end. It will be 2500. 50 square is equal to 2500. Question number 6. What is the difference between the squares of 25 and 30? Your time starts now. Your time is up. And the right answer is 275. First, find the squares of 25 and 30. 25 square is 625. 30 square is 900. Now you can find the difference easily. 900 minus 625, that is equal to 275. Right? So the difference between the squares of 25 and 30 is 275. Question number 7. Find the sum of the squares of 6, 7 and 8. Your time starts now. Your time is up. And the right answer is 149. First, find the squares of 6, 7, 8. 6 square is 36. 7 square is 49. 8 square is 64. Since they are asking the sum of the squares, we will add them. 36 plus 49 plus 64, that is equal to 149. Therefore, the sum is 149. Question number 8. Is 9 lakh a perfect square? Your time starts now. Your time is up. And the right answer is no. 9 lakh is not a perfect square. Why is it not? Because at the end we are having 5 zeros. 5 is an odd number. When we are having odd number of zeros, that number cannot be a perfect square. Question number 9. Square means dash. Your time starts now. Your time is up. And the right answer is doubling a number. Square means doubling a number. Question number 10. Multiply the squares of 2 and 3. Your time starts now. Your time is up. The right answer is 36. First, we need to find the squares of 2 and 3. 2 square is 4. 3 square is 9. Multiply 4 and 9, you will get 36. Right? So, when we multiply the squares of 2 and 3, we get the answer as 36. Question number 11. What will be the unit digit of the square of 71? Your time starts now. Your time is up. And the right answer is 1. We have learned in a property that if a number has 1 or 9 in the units digit, then its square ends in 1. Here in 71 the units digit is 1. So its square also will be ending with 1. Question number 12. 65,000 is obviously not a perfect square. Give reason. Your time starts now. Your time is up. Now let us see the reason. This is one of the property also. If the number of zeros at the end is odd, then the number can never be a perfect square. So here in 65,000 we have 3 zeros, which is odd number, right? So this number is not a perfect square and this property would be the reason. Okay. Question number 13. The squares of which of the following numbers would be odd numbers? Your time starts now. Your time is up. And the right answer is 511 and 655. We have learned in one of the property that the squares of even numbers are always even and squares of odd numbers are always odd. So we have 511 and 655 as the odd numbers. So their squares also will be odd. Question number 14. 18 square is equal to 6561. True or false? Your time starts now. Your time is up. And the right answer is true. 81 square means 81 multiplied by 81, that is equal to 6561. As I've already said, if you want to solve squares in fraction of seconds, you can learn the rapid trick, which is going to be the next part. Okay. Question number 15. If the side of the square is 15 centimeter, what is the unit digit of area? Your time starts now. Your time is up. And the right answer is 5. We have learned in one of the property that if a number has 5 in the units place, then its square ends in 5. So what is the formula to find the area of a square? It is side into side, which is s square. So, which is nothing but we can just use this property and we can find the unit digit of area, right? So here we have 15, its units place is 5. So the square of 15 will also end with 5. So the units digit of area is 5. Thank you for watching. Hope you like this video. If you find this helpful, do like, share, comment, and for all the more updates on all the learning needs, subscribe our channel Smiley Kids.